So, do you think Sonic can run faster than Boyfriend can rap?
Hey, how's it going? Today's drawing lesson is going to be simple and for beginners. So if you're a complete beginner and you've never drawn anything in your life, this is the perfect place to be. This is going to be step by step and it's going to be short. I try to keep these around the 10-minute mark. All of these are fun, so let's get started and jump right into it.
Today, we're going to go over how to draw Sonic in a Friday Night Funkin' art style. This is actually one of the funnest ones I've drawn for myself. I know you're going to like it too, at least I hope you do. So before we start out, go check out the description below. The description has a lot of cool playlists, links, and things to help you out. It also has a free how to draw cute ebook. It's completely free to download. I fixed the link. The link was broken for I think like 4 months or something. That's what someone else told me. But go check that out. It works now. It's fully working. You can go get that ebook. And that is it. Let us jump right into the video. Okay, so we're gonna get into it right now, and this is gonna be using a Crayola brand marker and regular printing paper. So those are two things I'm gonna use. So let's kind of jump right into this. So, like a Friday night, funkin' version of Sonic here. So the idea is that Sonic, when you look at Sonic's designs from the 2000s games, they're pretty close. Like they have larger feet, larger hands. That's very similar to Friday Night Funkin'. So let's start with his head. So first thing is I'm going to curve in the front here. This marker is not going well. Let me get another marker and go over that again. Much better. Much, much, much better. All right, so that curved part of the head. Going over here to the side, and I'm going to draw a triangle on the far side right there, like that. See? Get that triangle. It's going to be for his ear. Another triangle over here for this ear. Right? Simple. I'm going to pull down. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull a kind of his large cheek out. That's a really big sign of the Friday Night Funkin' style. It's the big old wide cheek back there. I'm going to pull up a bit for the side of the cheek over here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw Sonic's nose, which kind of looks a little bit like, honestly, if you just look at the shape, it's like that. Not sure what you call that, sideways teardrop. Curve over here to kind of only throw a little bit of a highlight there on the top. Gonna go over here to the one eye, curve up, and then I'm gonna go down. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull here where the eye kind of curls a little bit, and I'm gonna go up, curve around. I'm gonna go over out here for the kind of the bottom of his mouth right there to separate that from his eye. And then I'm gonna go over here, pull that in. Sonic is literally one of my favorite characters ever, and it's kind of sad that Sonic, the newer games in the last couple of years haven't been that great. I really like Sonic Racing, but the last game I really truly loved was probably Sonic 2. I think like that was to 2007. So let's do his little smile here. Pull in, up, line over here, and I'm gonna draw his open mouth there. So the eyes we're gonna put in here, they look kind of like almost like sausages or something. They're just really long, very similar to the. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to replicate the style of Friday Night Funkin'. Right on. Put a triangle shape right there within the ear. Curve out, in for one spike, curve out for bigger spike out right here for that. Okay, so we got a spike so here from his head. Let's go into the body. We're gonna pull down at an angle out, because they always have that leaning back style, which is why I always think Friday Night Funkin' is very 90s, because they always have that leaning back style. Leaning back, like, I forget who said this, but in the 90s, when you look at cartoons from the 90s and they're trying to be cool, they're always leaning back. Always. Like, they're always resting on something. They're always, like, relaxing on something. I don't know. Go back to cartoons, and there's a lot of that if the character wants to be cool. Gonna pull. I'm gonna draw his arm right here. It's gonna look like a little sausage again. Curve over here, down. Over here, down for the, you know, kind of the cuff of that glove. Over here, down. Over here. See, looks kind of like a little, almost like a, I don't know, like a roller skate wheel or something. What I'm going to do is I'm going to curve a line. For his fist. And really, I can make his fist look round like that. See, round shape for almost looks like a big boxing glove, and I'm going to throw lines into it. Draw his, well, what I could do here is I'm going to draw the pattern on his body. So I'm going to draw that little pattern he has on his stomach. And I'm going to draw his foot now. So his foot's going to be huge. Right? And it kind of always is, right, for his cartoons, but it's going to be extra huge for this drawing because he's a Friday Night Funkin' character. Gonna draw that little, the sole of the foot here. Curve around here. And I'm gonna draw a little box on the side there, because Sonic has these, like, cool boxes on the side. Well, on the outer edge. Curve over here for the pattern on his shoe there. And I'm gonna draw another line above this, which is exactly this line shape, but up to kind of show the bottom of the foot. Draw his hand, microphone in his hand, so the hand is always easy, I think. I mean, the hand was over here, that was really easy. But really what's going on is, it kind of looks like a big square with some bumps on the edge of it for the fingers. See that? That's a pretty easy shape to do, I think. Or at least something like that. And the real part is having the opposing thumb, which looks like a peanut stuck on the side there. A line over here for the glove. And then a line for his arm going back. Line up, circle, curve across, and we're going to throw in some lines for the actual mic itself. So, see that? Kind of wrapping around it. Like so. And I'm going to draw a couple more spikes here. Well, one more spike at least in the back there to show the spike, again on Sonic's back. He does have a tail, but it's pretty hard to tell. You can kind of draw it in here. I mean, it's barely noticeable. And then draw some lines, a couple lines here showing his fist. Right on. And let's jump into color. Now it is color time.
Okay, so I'm gonna be using this Crayola brand Crayolas. Wow. Okay, Crayola brand colored pencils, and I'm gonna be using the blue. I have another blue here in case I might want to change my mind, and I have another blue over here, a Scholastic blue. I have a Rose Art yellow, and I have a Rose Art red, and a Scholastic black for the microphone. Keep in mind, any of these three brands are fine. You can use Prismacolor as well, but I prefer you don't. They're more pricey, and also they kind of break. These cheap ones right here, these are like, you can buy these $1, like at the dollar store and stuff. And they're very, very, good. They don't break they don't break because we're not trying to shade them. Prismacolors are more for shading. If you do want to shade and you do want to get into the subtleties and add some extras to this, absolutely get Prismacolor. But if not, I wouldn't. I would just color it flat like this. I'm gonna use the black first and just kind of lightly take care of this part right here. The Whoops. So what I want to do here is I'm not going to push that hard. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go over it over and over and over again to get like a more reddish red. So that's kind of, again, up to you. Ooh, good job. It's kind of up to you. You don't have to do that. It's fun to do, not fun, but I mean, well, it is fun. It's like you're coloring your own coloring book. I always say that. But if you want a darker red, for example, I would go over it like this, like more and more and more and more. I wouldn't like dig into the paper and destroy it as much. Gonna go to the main color, which is the blue, and I think I'm gonna pick this one. This is pretty dark. I've seen very, very beautiful Sonics in a lighter blue, but I'm gonna pick this dark blue. It's most similar. Because sometimes when you pick, so the issue I had with marker, because marker, and by the way, I'm just gonna color it flat, no real, no massive technique to this. It's just flat, and it just looks good to me. When you do it flat. So what I was gonna say was, I tried using markers, and there is a different way to use markers, but honestly, I think some of the markers, I was trying to use very basic markers that you have everywhere, like this, like stuff you can find in the dollar store as well. But the markers are too dark in value, and they really destroy the paper. So I was just like, you know what? Instead of marker, we're just gonna do colored pencils. Honestly, that's gonna be my thing for the channel. I think colored pencils, like I said, work perfectly. And I'm gonna actually have I'm gonna need another color here that I didn't realize. I need the beige, right? The peach, I guess, for the skin for his arms. I didn't realize that till now. Hopefully you're a big Sonic fan like I am. I'm a huge, huge, huge Sonic fan. Oops, sorry, I'm moving the desk a little bit. I'm a huge Sonic fan, and that's why, like I said, I was like, man, two things I love, like really love, would be Mario and Sonic, right? And I know they were competing in the 90s, but Mario, all of his games are like masterful. They're like works of art. All the Mario games are like works of art. It's like amazing. The quality never like dipped, I don't think. But
I mean, I'm sure you can give me an example otherwise, but I was gonna say, like, mostly they've been really amazing. They've been works of art. Like Mario Odyssey is so amazing, and then Sonic, his games kind of went like south, right? Like with that stuff I was talking about, like Sonic the Hedgehog, or that Shadow game, or some of these other games that just kind of went unrecognized. But I hope they bring Sonic, you know, like a few more quality games. You know, I think that's what they're trying to do, right? I kind of heard a buzz about that they're trying to bring back more quality to Sonic, which I really hope. And I didn't, by the way, I did not like these games. How do you say that? I did not like, how do you say that? I like the games. Even the ones I played, even the Werehog one. I mean, in the even the one with what do you call it? Even the Shadow one, that was weird, but it was still enjoyable. That racing game was amazing, though. I'll say that. That Sonic Racing, really, really, really good. Really good. Really, really good game. I recommend that one highly. We just played it. My friend visited from out of town, and we just kind of played it, so that was so arm would be beige. I guess his tail back here, like I said, and then some of the spikes over here that are sticking back there. Okay, let's go into the yellow real quick, and all it is literally that little strip right there of yellow, and it barely shows up on paper. So the last one is Peach. Not the character, obviously. We keep mentioning Nintendo, but the Peach and the Rose Art brand. It's pretty good for like these kind of skin tones. So Sonic has that. And let's do it. Let's go to his arm here first. Like I said, don't forget to press the like and share if you like a couple of things. If you like me showing up on camera, and also if you like, you know, just the drawing and the process, and also having me do color. I know that's something that a lot of people don't do. Like at least live, usually they kind of do it afterward. But they don't really color it with you. But I don't know, I just felt like I'm gonna color it anyway, right? And all I'm doing is doing it flat. I might as well just be here for the journey. And I'm doing this relatively quick, by the way, because of demonstration purposes. You can easily take your time, absolutely, when you're done coloring your own. You know, you're basically, like, again, coloring your own. And if you really want something extra here, this is a little bit extra, you don't have to do it. Sometimes I take a blue and I put it around the edges right here of the white areas. Just around some of the edges. And I think it gives it kind of almost like a reflected light look. See that? Like it's like some of the blues reflecting off there. But that is it. Thank you so much. You are amazing, and I'll see you in the next video, okay? Like I said, don't forget to share the video, and I'll talk to you next time.